We're here for the Robert F. Kennedy Human Rights Compass Conference. This is where we bring investors from across the country and around the world to talk about investments and human rights, what their relationships are, how they can do better to make a more just and peaceful world.
Excited to be here, to be able to connect with like-minded individuals, learn from thought leaders that will be presenting, and get a better, richer understanding of how others are approaching their responsibilities as investors and stewards of capital.
It is one of the only places which brings together capital markets and a care for what those capital markets do in sort of the broader world.
There are many things that are said at RFK Human Rights that resonate, but nothing more so than speaking truth to power. It is our imperative as leaders in the business community.
But I think what's most important and maybe misunderstood is that there is no trade-off between advancing human rights or contributing to a just society.
One thing that I love about this conference here is it really reminds us all what that interconnectivity is between human rights and investors.
Today we're on the cusp of really rewiring supply chains, where multinationals investing, and we should do so with intentionality. That is, thinking not just about how we're going to profit from this, but also how we are going to uphold the things that we believe in.
Whatever pocket or geography we come from, we've arrived at this venue to meet one another and to figure out how we can help one another and lift up the work.
It's been really interesting to see how action-oriented the conversations are. It's not about human rights as a theory or as an abstract idea, but it's really about how we can bring this into action. It's measurable and the impact that it can have on financial performance.
We need to innovate the innovation, and that's not going to come from government. That's going to come from private capital. You gotta understand your sector. And understanding your sector means that you gotta understand the world. You gotta have some framework to bring to these issues. You gotta not be afraid to make a judgment call to say, this isn't about this, it's about that. And that's what we're gonna follow.
At the end of the day, it's a requirement that everyone leans in to drive better outcomes for everyone.
I think we are leaving impact on the table by not having more voices from capital markets speak up.
Someone said yesterday that those who are standing up, those who are not changing their diversity policies, those that believe in kind of common sense investment for the good, I think people that here at this conference are those that give me hope.
We know that we are living with shared values, and that alone is uplifting and gives me hope, because I know that we're not alone. I know that we're not the minority, but we're rather the majority.
I am so very proud of our team at RFK Human Rights. They never run away from the flames. They always run straight into the fire. And they always ask, as Uncle Jack asks, what can I do for my country?
That's what Compass is all about.